LLC with gunmetal Imperial Crystal Edge Technology screens, and a new company coming up under the FLE VT technology. This is what I talk about. This is what I explain why you do not trust in hype paints and products that can't back themselves. Because you will get ripped off and robbed. No testing on these products. And that's the reason why they don't sell and they don't make any money, because the products don't work. Spent a lot of money for a pretty fancy label, boxing, and all that nonsense, and the product is junk. I told y'all. I don't know how many times I got to come here and explain this. I told you the products don't work. You can't bring that product out now because Jamie, he sunk it. Because Jamie went in and basically tampered with the screen and turned it black. Another reason why you can't open up their website, because it's Spartan. We never launched the screen. Because they know at the end of the day, our products work 100%. They're intimidated by our products. Why do you think the way they act the way they act? You cut up and carry on. But when it gets down to it, they can't back it. And because your shopping carts are locked, I think when you get back from vacation, they're going to continue locked. Now, he can sit there and say at the end of the day, well, hey, look, I'm on vacation. Bottom line is, I can't process the orders. You can have your website open and still process your orders when you get back. That's no excuse. You got it locked because, again, you can't back your products up. Because we get it down here for testing, it's going to fail miserably. And it's going to look pretty bad if we take this stuff and put it in a paint shaker, take it back and paint it down, it comes up gray. Because that's the problem he's been having. His product's been coming up gray. Not only with the fact that the range gain doesn't exist, he never back that up. He just made that up. The fact that it doesn't have rear capability, because from what I've seen, this stuff being painted on, there's no anywhere it's transferring an image to rear, front and rear. It's not doing that. And the other reason why it doesn't work on Ultra Short Throw, I couldn't even explain it to you if I wanted to, because again, I don't even know how that's even possible. But anyway, as I do, excuse me, that I gotta take impressive on talk. Gotta stop doing that. Woo! Eating pretzels on talking. Oh man, went down the wrong pipe. But anyway, yeah, a lot of talk on camera, a lot of fluff about talking about the knowledge of his products. And again, he can't open the product up. He can't sell it. He can't sell it because he talked too much trash at the end of the day, and he came across some real screen paint. Like I said, at the end of the day, we don't play games in it. We back our products up 100%. And if I tell you from the door that, you know, if we're coming after your product to buy it, I guarantee you can't open up your shopping cart anymore, because again, we'll buy it, we'll get it down there for testing, or you're just going to cancel orders. But you can't allow us to get our hands on it because it's going to get tested. If your product's not legit, we're going to know if it's not legit. I'm going to test it. So, number of reasons why he can't open his site. Number one, because that's Spartan technology. Even though we're not going to use the Spartan because we don't need to, we got plans, you know, our technology is so far advanced offline, our technology is going to do extremely well. But just to show you that we didn't even show off the Spartan, never painted it down, never showed it off, and they're that terrified of our products because their products don't work at all, period. So keep in mind that just because the Spartan is no more, well, actually it got converted into something else, I'm still buying your product regardless. And the fleet's still buying it. They're still going to buy your stuff. They're still waiting for your shopping carts to open up. So that's never going to end. You can never open that shopping cart up ever again. Because if you do, we buy, and you cancel my order, this is not going to look good. Either way, you just threw Danny, now you threw Solid Weight 5 and Crow under the bus. Gentlemen, you just landed under the bus. How does it feel? So you went on there and backed up that product and talked all that trash, and he can't open his carts up. He can't back it up. And Jamie made it worse. Jamie made it 10 times worse because Jamie painted the screen black. And if that product comes up gray on our end, it comes up gray on anybody else's end, this is going to be a huge problem on how it came up black on his end. So it's not going to go well at all. You guys are scammers at the end of the day. I'm going to tell you, are 100% grade A scammers. Y'all work together in your little networking circle scamming people. That's what y'all do. I bet you off camera, you guys conspire to do all kinds of dirty stuff. And if you sit there at the end of the day and say, well, that's not true. Oh, it is true. I got you guys in freaking videos matching house paint products coming up gray and not coming up black. False accusations on products that don't even freaking exist on your products. Or I can slam y'all so many different ways, man, on so many fraud charges. It's not even funny. And Dan, you're being sued for $5 million in freaking civil court due to the fact that you made claims that that's supposed to be my technology in that demonstration, and it's not. You better have my receipts before we go to court, because I'm going to sue you for $5 million. You'll do too much. Way too much. Ugh. This stuff don't work. If you're afraid of me at the end of the day, how are you going to go against companies? Your stuff don't work. Jamie tried to be slick about it and tried to do the demonstration up close, so that way no one can see if it matched against anything in the environment that was black. But Jamie messed up because Jamie didn't realize that the handle under the screen was black and the screen didn't match it. And then all of a sudden the screen comes up black. Yep. So you gave it to one person because the other person out at your screen is not being able to pick up a black level, and it said the vantage point of another screen that's black when your screen's supposed to be black. He messed up twice, so you gave it to Jamie, and Jamie messed it up even worse. Because now Jamie put a claim on your product that it can't do. And this right here, buddy, is going to get you sued. Or you're already getting sued already. Told you. It don't happen. He did it already. He did it before. You went through this already. I literally went through this multiple times with him. Multiple times I went through this with you. Took a whole lot of trash, and you cancel orders. But this time, you're not going to come out here and do it again. Because I'm going to have your butt in jail. And I'm going to sue the crap out of you. Commit fraud against my company? Yeah, we'll see about that one. When I get done with you, you'll be in the prison system when I get done with you. I guarantee you that 100%. You messed up. And it's going to make it even worse when you come back off vacation and that thing's still locked. You open it up, you buy from it, you even cancel that order, you're in trouble. You got to back up with your products so they can do. I showed the judge at the end of the day that you canceled an order that we came to come get from you, and we could show a history of you canceling orders and making false claims against our products. You're done. So either way, you're screwed if you do, you're screwed if you don't. There's no way out of it. And Solid 5, I had a couple of lawsuits coming towards you because you were talking about that being my product multiple times on camera. I'm going to tell you right now, Danny's going to throw you under the bus a couple of times. Because he's going to sit there and say, I never said for him to make those statements to begin with. He was doing that at his free will. I guarantee you. See what happens when you come across the real deal? Y'all sat there and talked all that trash in your little forum sites, little powwow rooms, talking all this nonsense, talking about your product being this, that, and the other. And in the end, your product is nothing but hot air. Don't let me get my hands on it, Danny. I guarantee you. You better keep your site locked. You better make sure our people don't get my hands on it. They don't get their hands on it. Because if I get that stuff over here and I test that stuff the way it's supposed to be tested, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. You're going to be worse trouble than you're at right now. So the best thing you need to do is shut your site down. You're going to have a choice. What are you going to do? You're going to run your site like you did the last time. You had a site running for 6 months. You couldn't even open it up, and he was paying a charge every 30 days. End of the month, you got to pay for this site. So you can't open your site, but you're going to continue to pay on it. Think about it, gentlemen. Anything that you say against me that I can back up 100% by saying I'm this, that, and the other, you're going to court for that. So anything you say against me about being a scammer and blah, 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 because you're mad because he failed, this is more evidence for me to basically get more money out to give you more jail time. Because you're going to court for this. Literally thing you say out of your mouth is what you're going to court for. So you can't say jack unless you want to get more jail time and heavier lawsuits on top of what you're going to go through already. Because you're going to have to back up everything you said. And I can back myself up. Y'all can't. That's why I'm the one taking you to court. You're not taking me to court. I gave you the opportunity to have your attorneys contact me. No one's reached out to me at all. Nobody. Because you don't have anything. As I said, Jamie talked all that nonsense about my product being black paint. I gave you authorization to send me black paint. Where's my black paint at? Nothing here at all. Nothing. Because you lied. That's what you did. And you're going to pay for it. It's going to come at a price. A real serious price. It's going to cost you your freedom. And it's going to cost you a ton of money that you don't have. And this is why I warn people at the end of the day, get your batch number, make sure that product has batch numbers, make sure they're tested so you don't get ripped off. Now you're over there bitter, upset, and angry. And Jamie and Solomon 5, you got thrown under the bus. Now let's go back and listen to what you said about this product. How you said you would buy this product any day because you backed this product 100%, right? All right, then let's go play it. You guys are idiots. They're backing products that are not even tested. What do you think was going to happen? I told you it was going under the bus. The minute he locked that site and sat there and made that claim about how he's on vacation, automatically I knew from the door. I've seen that one before. He threw you under the bus. Threw you clean under the bus. So let me get this straight. How do you back a product that the person who makes it can't open the site because he's afraid? Jamie, where are you sending the customers to? Look, you can see it right there. You can literally see it right there. And his page right there. His screen's coming up gray. Wow. Unbelievable.
It's a basically a 720p.
Welcome to under the bus, my friend. That's where you're at now.
With the overhead light on, the arcades are on. Not that they're adding that much light to the room, but they're on. Christmas tree lights are on. Not that they're adding that much more light to the room, but they are on. We have our direct light window not fully closed, not fully open. The light from it is actually being sent more to the ceiling here, as you can see up here, and then it reflects back into the room because light will reflect more light. It'll scatter light when it actually reflects it and doesn't focus it. So there is a certain amount of light coming in, but no screen really is meant to handle direct light. We're talking about ambient light. Direct and ambient are two different things.
Okay? Talking about a product, he threw you under the bus.
Light coming from the window here on the side. But talk is cheap. Let's get numbers. Let's get some numbers with our trusty Lux meter here. Obviously, if we go and want to boost numbers and all that stuff, we can come right underneath the light. Right underneath the light, and we'll get higher readings. We'll get higher readings the closer you get. You can lift your hand up all day long. You can put numbers here. The intensity of light here in the middle of the room is going to be more intense than it is off to either side. So what we're interested in is what is the volume of light at the actual screen? What are we dealing with? What's the screen actually dealing with here in the middle? So we'll take a reading here for you guys here in the middle. on a projector like this that's sort of cheap and focuses more on lumens and color brightness than it does black level, fucking hell. I mean, this is right there where you want it to be. And I'll kind of get on the other side here so we can actually see a little bit more of where the actual window is here behind me. And take a look as well. That's just
you're gonna lose your house, man. You are gonna lose your house. My lawyers are crying. You're gonna lose your house. I'm taking it from you. I don't get comfortable with it. It's mine now. You went there and you mentioned in that video that that's my technology in there, right? That's what you claimed, right? I dubbed your video. Don't even bother trying to delete anything off the account. And the fact that we're trying to get the paint from this individual and he's locking his cards and he won't allow us to get access to him. You guys are screwed. Gee whiz Louise. I told you he was going to throw you under the bus. The same time I prosecute him for fraud, I'll be prosecuting you for fraud too. I'll give you a nice 20 years for doing some dumb nonsense against my company.
Very, very surprising. I was expecting it to be pretty darn good. I wasn't expecting this level of performance from this. I was not expecting that at all. This is freaking pretty damn impressive. I've looked at a lot of dark screens, manufactured screens, DIY options ranging from paint to fabrics to sheets, everything I've looked at. Quickly, we can put the black Phantom up there too, so that we can kind of get a look at the differences in the whites. This is where black screen. You don't have enough money
At the end of the day, selling way far to pay my lawsuits. You don't. I'm gonna hit you with a $5 million lawsuit also. You mentioned that being my product in the video, right? Man, you better be to back that up, because if you can't, man, I'm gonna hit you with a $5 million lawsuit. I'm gonna take your house, your cars, your vehicle. I'm gonna take everything from you. Income taxes, wages, even her wedding ring. I'm taking everything from you. I'm gonna strip you bare, and I'm gonna throw you in jail. I told you at the end of the day, you're going under the bus. I warned you. I told you. I've seen this activity before. I told you what's happening. You're going to be hit with fraud charges along with him. And you're going to sit there and blame each other at the end of the day. Who did the most dumbest stuff at the end of the day? I told you. You sat there and bragged about this product. Not only did this screen turn gray, ain't your walls gray too? Yeah, they are. Not only did this screen turn gray on you, and it doesn't produce the color it's supposed to produce, but the fellow who made it, it actually turned gray in several of his demonstrations also. And it turned gray in JV's demonstration before he coated the screen black. And he won't open his cards. He threw you guys under a bus. Jamie threw you guys under a bus a long time ago. We requested the black paint. He couldn't even send it out. So he threw you under the bus also. So I know you guys are going to stab each other in the back, left and right in court. It's every man for himself. That's what it comes down to now. So you guys are going to have to figure it out, how to get out of this mess. Look at this. Watch this.
Fabric or paint are manufactured. This is where black screens are going to suffer the most. But Series C is giving you a white level I have not yet seen on a DIY.
The screen's gray, not black.
Screen paint, and for $60, I'll take this over anything Kenneth Bird has ever created or is going to create any day of the week, any year. I don't care, whatever you want to say. I mean, this is, and out there you see.
Now there,
something like
what
this
happened?
Is going to look like this has the advantage because it is darker in tone overall, but its detail and highlight detail is.
Detail and highlight detail. Gee whiz, what lies you guys tell at the end of the day. So you backed this product, right? You went on here, you did this video demonstration, you backed the product 100%. You said it was an amazing product, and the person himself who made it can't even open up his website. He can't unlock his shopping carts. We put the request to come in yesterday to go pick up his stuff, and his shopping carts are still locked. If I'm going to back myself up at the end of the day, guess what? I'm opening my carts. Matter of fact, they wouldn't be locked to begin with. So the fact that he could even open them up when we made the request, and mind you, he is talking to us because he's actually mentioned it several times and he posted it on this website. So we know he's communicating. So if he can go in there and put those changes in there, he can unlock his shopping carts. So he threw you guys under the bus, clean under the bus. You guys are embarrassment right now. They're laughing at you. You got there and talked all this hype about this product and got thrown under the bus. I told you, take the time, go down to Staples, print out under the bus, stick it up on top of your roof of your bed, and you get up, you get used to being under that bus. Y'all stab each other in the back. The product came out gray, it's not black. And you did all that hype over top of it, and he threw you under the bus. You even came out and did a second video for him, didn't you? How does that feel at the end of the day? You came out and did a second video to try to back your friend, and your friend threw you clean under the bus. You're mad, so mad right now, I guarantee you get in the court, you're going to snitch on them. You're going to snitch on everybody because you're mad at what they did to you. That's what's going to happen. It's just human nature. You thought you trusted these guys. You're all in a room together, have your little powwow, your little trusted little buddy bunch, and y'all stabbed each other in the back. Now let's see how far you stab each other in the back when they get you in that freaking processing room, that interrogation room, and find out who exactly started all this and how this began, and who's going to get the most time for doing all this dumb stuff. Because I guarantee you guys are going to stab each other in the back there. Mr. Williams, they're going to drag you and throw you under the bus too. You're going too. Because those letters we found of yours that never made it to destination, they're over at the police station right now. They have your handwriting and prints all over it. Yeah. Okay, gentlemen. I'm going to check out something real quick. Let's go pop over here. He says, I don't know what I'm talking about, but the guy won't open up the site. Let me see. Where's this video?
Is what is going to matter.
It's going to matter. Yeah, contrast don't matter on the black screen. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It's about highlights. Highlights, people, not contrast on a black screen. That's what you don't want. You don't want contrast on a black screen. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Let's go to your channel real quick. I'm going to see what the stuff you're talking about, the PARTAY products. You ain't made no videos in a while, man. What's going on here? Well, you got me over here, angry and upset. You're angry, upset, and you mad? Your buddy threw you under the bus, didn't I? Told you it's going to happen. Got ran over by the school bus. Let's talk about this. His product. He talks about PARTAY over here. His products.
All right, gang, welcome back. It's been a while.
Best products ever made.
Any version of black paint you want, Ken. You can throw out your 2024 nonsense. You can throw out your 2017 nonsense. I don't care what version you put out there, but let's see once and for all who holds sway here on the 5 points. Okay, I'm just kidding. Little Bill.
What did you say about my product at the end of the day? His site's locked. It's locked. He can't open his site up because he's afraid of us. He's terrified. He can't open his site up. He can't open anything up. He could open it up right now. You can't open it. So you went on there and talked all this trash, and your buddy threw you under the bus. Let's listen to that again one more time.
Throw out your 2017 nonsense. I don't care what version you put out there, but let's see once and for all who holds sway here on the 5 points. Okay, I'm just kidding. Well,
Jamie, we have 19 cancellations on him. Whatchamacallit, we have about $700 worth of cancellations on him. Neither one of y'all can back your products up. Jamie is not making any more money. His shop, he's closed down. He's done. No one's buying anything from him. And when I buy from Jamie, Jamie's going to give me so many cancellations that I'm dead serious. I'm going to make a paper mache crow out of your receipts, and I'm going to hang them up on display in my office. It's going to be an embarrassment. I'm going to collect that many off of you. And you're going to put all that money back into my account because you can't back your products. Still waiting for my black paint. You need another certified letter. I can send you out another one if you want. I'm going to the post office right now. I got a letter right there, preset already. I can send it to you right now for you. And I bet you I still won't get my black paint from you. I already bought that Apple paint, that whatever that is, for $4.97. I bought the black version. I'll put that against my screen. You put the gray one. If you can't afford it, I'll send it to you. And you can't even do that. Gentlemen, you can't back your products. Y'all talk too much trash. And Solid Weight 5, you just went under the bus. This is supposed to be the best product, you said?
Ground neutral.
Question, how do you buy it? How do you buy this product? I'm curious. How do we get our hands, how do we buy this? How do we buy it? You think the owner will sell it to us?
Territory, and they can hold whatever test, whatever scrutiny they want to on either product, one-on-one, Black Series Edition, LLC, versus that it's going to be neutral ground, neutral territory, and they can hold whatever test, whatever scrutiny they want to on either product, one-on-one, Black Series Edition, LLC, versus PARTAY. Let's make it happen, gang. Let's make it happen, Ken. Let's get our balls out of the water jug underneath the shelf, and let's get going with this, okay?
It's kind of hard to do when you can't open the site.
Shut up.
Really?
Hours and hours and hours of video.
Yeah.
Make up for actual results.
Waiting. Dan, you might want to open up your site right now. This is embarrassing.
Needs to be determined. Who is the king of the black screen paint out here in this space?
We shut you down.
All right. So I got this piece of wood here. This is pretty close to 16 by 10, which is what that projector.
Shut down.
What this projector over here is, and this is about a pretty good size for.
The mistake you made, Danny, when you ran your mouth, you realized that he has canceled orders. We have a history of canceled orders on him. As a matter of fact, he canceled so badly that he literally shut down his marketplace. And you're talking about, what are you talking about then today? About the best, you guys don't match us in any test whatsoever. First thing first, if he's going to claim to be a black screen, it's going to have to come up black first. That's the first thing you're going to need to do. Not highlights or tones of highlight, light, whatever nonsense you said. You have to physically be able to pull a black level. That would be the first one. But all that trash you just talked a few minutes ago, how are we going to get it? Your site's locked. Can't open that site. We get it down here, our testing, because we do testing correctly. The last thing you guys need to talk about is testing, because that product is not tested at all, period. We can't find any tests, nothing on it at all, period. Matter of fact, there's hardly any videos on it. The only videos we find are you guys at the end of the day, and that's basically about it. That product is non-existing. You didn't talk anything about the range gain when you was in there, or rear capabilities, none of that, nothing in there at all, period. Because it doesn't have any of that to begin with. The fact that customers have to paint the surface and wet it first with the product before they can paint it, because they're not actually painting the screen, they're just moving the paint around. Nobody will touch that stuff with a 10-foot pole. But all that trash you just talked about, our black paint against theirs, are you kidding me? We can go outside in the sun. I got FLE technology. I can eat sunlight if I want to. You want to go out there and play around for a little bit? Oh, I'm sorry. We can't get our hands on the product because the guy's afraid to open it up. That's the funny thing about it. All we had to do was develop a technology, come to his site, and no, we didn't even show it off yet. Come to buy his products, and what happened? Shut his site down. So let's see what happens when he comes back from vacation. So all the rest of the excuses will be gone, and they'll sit there and say, "Well, you know, I'm on vacation. I can't." Yes, you can open the shopping carts up. Open it up. I've got money right now. I'm gonna go buy. Come on, I'm gonna buy right now. Danny, I'm gonna buy your product right now. Open your shopping cart so I can buy. You can't. You can't open it. When I come back, I'm expecting to see your site open, so I can go purchase. If I come back and it's not there, it's going to be embarrassing. If you come back on vacation and your site's still not open, that's going to be even more embarrassing. And if you cancel my order, this is going to be embarrassing also too. He talked a lot of trash at the end of the day, didn't he? So you can't cancel the order and you can't open up the site. So what are you going to do? These guys at the end of the day hyped your product through the roof. So you can't cancel. You better not cancel. That's another trophy I'm going to have against you. You cancel, Danny, and I will make sure that I get a cancellation from every single thing you have in your freaking website. And it will get so bad that you will shut your site down and keep me from buying anything else. I'll do you again like I did the last time. So you better not cancel one of those orders. I'll make sure this time I get 4 of each one. So I'll get a stack on you. After he just said what he said, you can't afford that.
Out here in this space. Let's get it done. Or shut up. Let's make it happen, Ken. Let's get our balls out of the water jug underneath the shelf, and let's...
First things first, what the frick is wrong with you guys at the end of the day? Balls in a water jug? What is wrong with you guys? Who freaking says that? Oh, you guys are freaking weird. You're so weird.
Going with this, okay? It's time to man up or shut up.
He just said man up or shut up. So I better not get a cancel order from you. You better make sure I got my product. When I come back in, your shopping carts better be open. We upped your due date to come in and get it and on the 29th, and you still haven't provided. This is not looking good for you, Wake. It's looking pretty bad for you. So when I come back in, I want my product. I want that shopping cart open up so I can go purchase. You cancel my orders, this is going to look bad for you.
Hours and hours and hours of video will not make up for actual results. We need that one-on-one, that face the king challenge needs to be...
Your king just got beheaded. That's what he is. He got beheaded. Or he's probably in some other place hiding somewhere. He got beheaded. King's challenge. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. That's not going to go well for you when I see you in court. I'm going to sue the crap out of both of y'all. And Jamie. And Mr. Matthew. And Mr. Williams. Y'all facing multi-million-dollar lawsuits and jail time. Y'all can't even back up your own product. King's challenge. Y'all peasants. King's challenge. That's the funniest thing ever. You know the funny thing about that is, gentlemen? You want to go to somebody else. You don't want to go into our testing. What's wrong with our testing at the end of the day? A little too brutal for you? That's the problem? You want to go with somebody that's going to do what? Sway to your... I don't do that at the end of the day. I test certified screens, not this junk at the end of the day. Certified screens at the end of the day, if I mess up with them, they can sue me and take me to court. And these guys don't play around. So my testing is thorough and by the book, and even they know that. So you can't handle our testing? No 4K projectors, none of that stuff at the end of the day. Well-lit environments. No blinds pointing up at the ceiling, none of that nonsense. We don't do that stuff. I'll test your stuff, all right. That's what you're afraid of. That's why your shopping carts are locked. Because you're afraid of our products. Danny, you're closed for good. Don't open that website. Don't ever open it. You're done. You don't make any more products, you're done. Company's being investigated for fraud. You made false accusations that you can't back up on your products. You made false accusations against my products at the end of the day. You slandered my company. Took photos and slandered me as myself. I'm going to sue you for millions of dollars. I'm going to throw your butt in jail. Same as the rest of y'all. King's challenge. Please. Your king did something like this, what he did. When the soldiers, real soldiers, came to his gate, he took his crown off and gave it to somebody else and squeezed out a window and ran through a cornfield. Here, you be king. I don't want to be king anymore. My goodness. What I find so funny about this is that Danny has canceled from us before. We've been to this already. I've watched him shut his website down and do this over and over and over again. So for you guys to come in here and make those dumb statements, you know he did this already, right? And yet you betted on this again, knowing that this was going to happen to you again? Gee whiz, you guys are stupid. Don't learn anything at all. We've been through this mess already. PARTAY AVs, cancellations. We've been through this. We've done this already. Literally have done this already. And you got a nerve to make a challenge on this nonsense? It's right there. Those are all the cancellations. Dozens of cancellations on him. We even got videos where basically we were waiting for like 6 months to 4 months for him to open up his website. It doesn't make any sense. That's why I said, can you at least keep your website open for at least a year? You can't even keep it open a year. Now see what happened? When you open up your website and you start that PSP nonsense, the first thing I said was, next time, mind your own business and stay in your lane. And your site stayed open, didn't it? But you started running your mouth about me again, and you got my attention. I walked over to your site, now your site's shut. Can't open it. Product don't work at the end of the day. And you threw Wake under the bus. And you threw Jamie under the bus. Jamie couldn't even post where to buy the product because the shopping carts were locked. Because you were afraid. So what does that say about the confidence level that you have in your product right now? There's your cancellations right there. Look at them. Closed your website. Deleted your website. Look at that. Cancellations. Look at this right here. Cancellations all day. See that whole table? That's Jamie and Crow's cancellations combined.
Every Sunday, I get a special call.
See that table over there? That's all y'all cancellations sitting on my table. Look at that.
I don't know why.
That's a hot mess. Look all the way from here to here. All y'all cancellations. You can't back your products up.
All that red light.
All that trash talking. And y'all stuff got shut down.
December.
Look at that. Cancellations. Cancellations. PARTAY. Cancellations.
So yeah, no, we had one in December. Here, I'm sorry. We had one in December.
More cancellations.
So December.
Cancellations. Look at this.
2021. We had to file a complaint against PARTAY because he refused to ship out
$160.
So we ordered from
Come
him.
on, he got scared. He got so scared that he sat on an order one time and he was scared to ship it out. I'm gonna tell you something. Wake, you know how barely we embarrassed Danny? We used the same $160 to make all the orders. He gave back the money so fast that only time I had to file a complaint was on the first one. He sat on the order. And he put that money back in our account quick. And we used the same $160 to place all the orders through his site. We never had to basically get more money to go in and place another. Same 160. That's how fast the money transferred back to my account. And it got so bad for him. He talked all that trash. He went in and he basically removed the store on his website. We got a 404 error telling us that was removed. Because he didn't want me to have a full collection of all cancellations on his site. And after he went through that nonsense, talking all that trash, Jamie got so mad in his cancellation, he started cursing us out on the receipts after telling us to buy whatever we wanted. And you still went in and made a statement like that? Really? To just turn around and have this guy close his shopping carts because he can't open them up? Oh, that has got to hurt. That has got to hurt right there. I'll tell you something. That is funny. That is real funny. Y'all the jokes. That's why I said y'all consider to be the jokes of home theater projection screen paints. And the sad thing about it is, gentlemen, all the nonsense that you were upset about because all I did was come in and just call you back my products up. And y'all got trashed in the process and committed crimes while you were doing it because you were so angry and so upset that you let your emotions get the best of you. Now you're getting sued for millions of dollars and get thrown in jail. You screwed up big time. Destroyed your life and destroyed your products at the exact same time. Gee whiz Louise, man, talk about self-destructing. Do you see me come out there and make any puppet people or take your faces and do all that nonsense? Nope. You see me go out there and send letters to your family members' house? I don't do that nonsense in the day. Suspicious and weird emails, hitting accounts and all that nonsense? I don't do that nonsense either. Calling up fake police calls and all that stuff? I don't do that nonsense. Y'all do that stuff. Calling people scammers, slandering people, cyber stalking, harassment, terroristic threats. See me doing any of that? No, you guys did that. That's why I'm the one bringing you to court. You don't bring me to court, I bring you to court. That's why you be the one sitting there in front of the judge crying and whining because you can't do the time in jail and you don't have the money to pay me. What I just found out a couple of days ago, I didn't realize I could take that much from you. I'm thinking I'm only going to get furniture, jewelry, the greater stuff, property, stuff like that, freezing banking accounts. I had no idea that I could take your death policies, your insurance, life insurance, even your income tax. I can take all of it. You're left nothing behind. You worked for everything, and now it's all going to be stripped from you. Even your very freedom is going to be going from you. And look at that. Should have learned your lesson, gentlemen. We went through this. We did this already. If we've been through this already, then common sense would have told you, then hey, maybe this is not the person to deal with. Maybe we should just go someplace else. That's what you should have did. If you did, you wouldn't have hit those lawsuits and everything else is coming at you now. And as for Wake, at the end of the day, gee whiz, man. Really? This is why I tell you at the end of the day, you guys drink pool water. You're not that smart. You watch me do this to this guy, both of them. And you still came out and talked trash. And now his site is locked and he can't open it up because, again, now he has to worry about me, but he has to worry about a bunch of people that are basically trying to get his product because there's a bet going on who can get it first. It's not going to go well. Oh, well. You know, I'm going to tell you something. He's on vacation, and he contacted us. He's even contacted me on Facebook. He reached out to me. I talked to him on Facebook, and he gave some dumb nonsense. That jibber-jabber bull crap at the end of the day. I don't want to hear that crap. I'll see you in court, buddy. That's all that matters. You'll see me. I'll see you in court. But anyway, he was very careful. Chose his words very carefully because you're going to be you're an open case, buddy. Careful how you speak. But you guys should have known better. Come on. You see the kind of test demonstrations I do. You don't match me in any way whatsoever. Back the product got thrown under a bus. Told you, he's sitting there waiting. Like, how much you weigh by the chance? About 225. Okay, I got this dummy over here I'm practicing on. Probably got him a trampoline too, because you went way under the bus. Man, I mean way under the bus. He took a running start down a hill and jumped up in the air, hit a trampoline, and went yeek, threw you halfway across the street. Smacked one bus, rode him, got crushed by another. He threw you out there pretty far. Pretty far. You ain't coming back from this one. I told you he's going to do it. They cut throats. They cut each other's throats left and right. They're known for doing it. They cut each other's throats left and right. They cut throats. That's what they do. Y'all would sell each other up the river for a nickel and a dime. Y'all would throw each other up the river easily. Y'all cutthroats. When you do that kind of dirty stuff, and you have people you hang around that do that kind of dirty stuff, it's only a certain amount of time when they're going to turn on you, when they're going to do you dirty. You deal with honest people and good people, then you're always going to be around honest and good people. And those people going to have your back. But if you're around sharks all day long, eventually, sooner or later, they're going to go cannibal and they're going to turn on you. And that's what they did. They turned on you. So now what? You probably contacting him, you're arguing and screaming at him and yelling at him. Open your shopping carts, open your shopping carts. Don't make me look like a fool in front of this guy. You're not going to open them shopping carts up. You can beg him all you want. He's not going to open them shopping carts. And what if he does open the shopping carts? You think he's really going to let that product come down here for testing? We had $700 worth of cancellations on him. Do you really believe he's going to allow that to come here? If that was the case, we would have had it in the beginning. That right there should have told you from the door not to open your mouth and keep your mouth shut. Never bet on a loser. Gee whiz. You'd have did a better job. You bet it on me. At least we don't back down. You bet on a loser, and that's what happened. You lost. So you can sit there and go, oh, he opened the shopping cart. It's a big deal. Place the order. Better not cancel, because if you cancel, that even makes you look even worse. Even worse if he cancels that order. Because that means that order transferred through, it hit his account, the money transferred to his account, and he went in and canceled the order and gave us back the money. That's going to make it far more embarrassing for you. So I don't know what you got to do, coach him, push him, whatever, but you may do us a favor. Maybe if you beg him enough, maybe he'll feel sorry for you and he'll send me my product. And then I can do my testing. Either way, it works out for us. Gee whiz, that's a shame. That's a shame. Threw him under that bus. But then again, he talked all that trash too on top of that. So, oh no. Shame though. All right. I got business to conduct. I just want to put that out there real quick because again, we did check back to the site. We've been checking back to the site. As a matter of fact, they've been checking back to the site. That's why you have notifications going off. They've been coming out. Nope, not open. Not open. Not open. Not open. Open. I'll know if your site's open. My people will tell me. We'll get your stuff. I don't know. But then again, I don't even know about that. I don't even know about that. If you have to open the site, we gotta go through that nonsense of wait 6 months and whatever. I'm not waiting all that time. You had your opportunity and you lost it. Danny. Don't get attached to your stuff. Okay? Don't get attached to it. If you sell it off, we'll know about it. You try to put it under somebody else's name, they'll get in trouble too. Don't get involved in it. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna run around burning, and no one's gonna throw water on you because nobody wants to get near you. Nobody wants to get hit with the same amount of mess you're gonna go through. Or none of y'all. You're all tainted right now. Pretty much, put it this way, you're cursed. Anybody touches you falls in that hole, just like Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams got involved in that. Mr. Williams now got 2 different counts of post office mail fraud on him at 20 years pop for each one. We got his handwriting on letters, fingerprints. And Mr. Williams, we know exactly where you live at. We know your property management. We know the building you come out of. We know all that at the end of the day. Everything about you. On top of the jail time you're going to receive from my lawyers when we get you in court. And the lawsuits that we got to have at you already. And you got involved in nonsense. I can clearly show the judge that you were contacting our website. We have it right there in live stream if you contacting the website. With your name that matches on the very letter that you sent to the neighbors. We have all that. And the other letters, we have them too. They never reach destination. Any letters that come from that state, guess where they go? They go right directly to the, post office holds them and they go to the detectives unit. So we got your letters, so you know. And we know for a fact that Jamie had you send them because we even have Jamie on his site telling us that he sent letters over there. Oh, yeah. We got all that's in there now. Jamie, you're going to receive more time. You're the dumbest stuff, people. Should have known better than that. So you can get mad. You can get bitter. You can get upset. Whatever, doesn't make a difference. All that is going to be pulled against you in court. Anything you do. And meanwhile, I'm going to sit here and laugh my behind off with my friends at the end of the day because you couldn't back your stuff up. Gee whiz Louise. Unbelievable. He opened it up yet? No, he didn't. Now I called this up. Last time, it was so hard to get a site. He wouldn't even open up. We call that stuff trash, garbage, finger paint, whatever. We're just trying to get him hyped up enough so he can get mad. Like, okay, that's it. I'm over up the site. I'm going to show you the paint. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Yeah, we tried to get him to open it. We tried everything to get him to try to open it, and he just wouldn't do it. So if he wouldn't do it then, he's not going to do it now. He's just going to suck it up, put his tail between his legs, and he's going to crawl away. That's what he's going to do. And he's going, you guys, at the end of the day, are getting thrown under the bus. Well, you're already under the bus already. Mess around, you find somebody's contact lenses. I told you, when you come up out of the side of that bus, you got freaking oil stains on you, Band-Aids, hypodermic needles, all kinds of crap. Roll. What the freak just happened? You're going to look across the street. Danny gonna be looking at you from across the street because he just threw you from 3-car lanes under a couple of buses. You're gonna be have to have a conversation. Well, look, this is what happened. I was testing your product. Got whoop, yeek. Roll a couple of buses, pop up on the other end. Like, what the freak just happened? They just threw me under the bus. Really? Hey, Danny, you threw me under the bus? They're gonna look at you. Gonna close this door quietly. And he's going to come knock on his door, and he ain't going to answer. Yep. He threw you under the bus. I told you it was coming. But you should have saw it coming already, with the cancellations already. Y'all forgot. That's why I said I think y'all got some kind of, I don't know, like memory deficiency or something going on with y'all, because y'all clearly don't remember this stuff. Like, you don't remember any of that just happened? If I saw somebody do something, it's like, if you got a person that snitches, they're known for snitching. So you don't know this. But when you get to meet them, you don't know this. And then you find out they snitch. And after that, you learn your lesson. You don't talk about nothing around that particular person because they got loose lips. So you don't talk anything about it because you learn your lesson. Yeah, no, I don't talk nothing about him because he got a habit of running his mouth too much. And the word get out about this, that, and that. You can't tell him nothing. We all got them people at the end of the day. We know who they are. So you don't say things around them. But you guys at the end of the day will snitch, and then you would tell them even more secrets, and then they will snitch like you forget for some reason. How did you not realize that this guy basically canceled on us $700 worth of orders? Oh my goodness. It's funny. It's just so funny. It's funny. I told you it was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. Make something else. Cancel on that too. Man. What I'm happy about is the fact that we pressed on him so hard and outed him. This is why we pressed on him so hard, so people don't get ripped off. Can you imagine the people would have bought that stuff and this mess would have happened? Imagine that mess. This is why products have to be tested. That's why I sit there and people think I'm just basically just trolling. No, products need to be tested. They need to have batch numbers. They need to be tested. So that way you don't have to put up with this dumb nonsense at the end of the day. You want to get ripped off? Go ahead, keep dealing with these people at the end of the day. You'll get ripped off. Reason why they come at us so hard like that, because again, we're a threat. We're definitely a threat. Because we'll shut your stuff down. That's why we're considered to be a threat. Real product at the end of the day. You don't know what real product just slapped you in the face. Just ripping people off. Don't even know what you're doing. Putting Vaselines and paints. Dumb nonsense. I'm on the camera talking all this trash. Hold on for a minute. I gotta look at this mess real quick. Properties and bullcrap. Let me come over here and look at this nonsense. You gotta hear this mess. Just in there swindling people. Snake oil salesman.
It's time to upgrade your tire inflator. It's not an option, but a necessity. Here's why.
Listen to this nonsense. Come on, Danny, I want you to hear this mess. It's your mess, you made it. Open your shopping cart so I can get your product over here. I'm tired of that mess.
All right, folks, I'm going to try to make pretty short work of this and answer as many questions we've received as possible in a short period of time. So let's start with PSP design. All right, so what's different about the design of PSP versus gobbledygook? That's been a big question. So gobbledygook is primarily a group of polymers mixed with ink tints that built transparency and diffusion enough to where it would provide transmission, which is one of the three things that light does. It gets absorbed, it gets reflected, or it gets transmitted. That transmission provided additional ALR properties, or provided ALR properties to help lights, even lighter screens, stand up longer in light. PSP is a little different. Now, it is made from scratch. When I say made from scratch, what we do is we use a very thin binder. That is the glue in paint. We add, and it is an over-the-counter tint that we purchase because I don't make my own tint, but we had to find a neutral tint. So we work with our friends at Sherwin-Williams, and they provided us some options for neutral tints, and we grabbed a couple of those, did some tests with them, and found the one that fit best for us. This is a very thin mix. It's intended to be a thin mix, and I'll get to that in just a second. But this is a handcrafted paint that is designed specifically for projection screens. So let's get into that next. Now, there are all kinds of paints designed to do all kinds of things. There's paint for your walls, paints for your car, paints for models, paints for the exterior of your house, paints that are resistant to heat.
All right, I had enough of this junk and this trash at the end of the day. Look, man, I got business to take care of. I got customers to deal with, get them taken care of on products that actually freaking work at the end of the day, that are tested, because your stuff don't test in the day. And this is the reason why that I'm going to push for products have to be batch numbered. Before we can buy them, they have to have a batch number. Before any company or freaking eBay or any of them, they have to show that they work. Because if not, you're going to have cartoons like this popping up, ripping you off. That's what's going to happen. And then when that heat builds up on them, what do? They can't stand. They shut down. You see me shutting down my stuff at the end of the day? You mean to tell me it's 5 of y'all against me at the end of the day? 5 of y'all ganging up on me at the end of the day, and I'm still standing? My product can back itself on that level, and we come against y'all? I didn't even show you what the Spartan even looked like. I could have made that up at the day. You still would have shut down. It does exist. It's actually behind me right now. And you're that terrified? Gee whiz Louise. Oh my goodness. It's just funny. I'm done. Let me go build my empire offline. That's what I'm going to do. And continue to design amazing technologies. And you jokers can't even basically, you're so terrified, canceling orders left and right. We just forgot about all those cancel orders, right? We just forgot about all of them. We just, you know, still talking trash. We just forgot about the cancel orders, right? That never happened, right? Okay. Right now, you're sitting in a situation you can't even open up your shopping carts. And if you do open up one of them, I'll buy everything off your site. And you'll give me back every dime. Because you're not sending anything over here because you can't. The reason why I knew this, Danny, you weren't going to do this, because, again, I told you, I've done this with you already before. If you could back your products, I wouldn't have any cancellations on you. Your product, we would have been to make the order, and the order would have came over with no problem whatsoever. Are you afraid to give me your address? Is that the problem? You talked to that trash in that email over there about slapping me with some lawsuit at the end of the day, and how I'm supposed to fear you at the end of the day. You're afraid to give me your address? You can have mine if you want. Coward. Can't stand cowards. I can't stand cowards. People talk trash. I can't stand cowards. But don't worry, you'll see me. You'll get that opportunity. I'll make sure you get that opportunity. You'll see me. We go to court, you'll see me. I can't wait to meet you. Until then, the shopping cart is closed for good. You open it, we buy it. You cancel, this is going to be even worse. So, again, Wake is already embarrassed. Jamie's already embarrassed at the end of the day. And if you cancel, that's going to be even more embarrassing. Because now, not only do I have your carts locked, but I'm going to have even more trophies to put over there on my desk. So you can't open. Can't back your products. Can't do anything at all. Not a thing. And for those of you who feel that I'm wrong by doing this, no, I got every right to do this. Anytime you're going to slander my products in the day and talk trash about my products, that I'm not this, that, and the other, yeah, I will come in and back my products 100%, and I will crush you in the process of doing so. Next time, stay in your lane. Can't express that enough. I'll see you in court soon, gentlemen. Real soon. I'm looking forward to meeting you.